There we go. We are going to be playing Red Prison, featuring just a touch of green for Klothys, God of Destiny. We made two adjustments. Yes, 2 adjustments from our last outing of this. That last outing will be on YouTube probably on Tuesday. So we're going to double up on this one. The reason I want to double up on this one is I actually might even triple up on it, is I see some good potential here. There's a lot of things that end up getting us, and I think this deck poses a possibility to fix some of those issues that we run into. Namely, Burn or some other red aggressive deck. We could play Dragon's Claw. However, Dragon's Claw doesn't end the game. So instead we're trying to play Klothys, God of Destiny, in a way to stall the game out long enough by gaining enough life. The other thing that we run into that kind of ruins us at times is if we're not able to get just enough down, where we have a Chandra at 7, we see cryptic commands or other things that target it. Now, Celestial Purge is just going to always be a problem. However, blue decks, a lot of people will try to play Boil. In green, sometimes they play Choke. Sometimes we play things that can't be countered. Sometimes we run Cavern of Souls. Sometimes we hope Blood Moon's enough. But with the recent Astrolabe ban, I think Blood Moon's going to be running into Blue Moon or blue-white decks that are running a lot more basics than normal. And so to prevent that, we've got Veil of Summer. Sideboard, we've moved to Chandra here. Chandra Awakened Inferno. This was main deck, and we've added a Seasoned Pyromancer. And that's how I'm going to kick off the day. Klothys, God of Destiny can finish the game. A Chandra Torch of Defiance can. I am not adding a second Chandra Heart of Fire just yet. If I do, that'll be in a league like 2 or another league another day. The other thing we want to be testing is this land base working for us? We'll see. Yes, and that is why, Casey, Klothys is literally the only main deck green spell. And quite honestly, the only reason that I've got Veil in here is because it's excellent. Carnage Tyrant's a bit of a meme, but I sort of want to give it a shot here because it can't be targeted, can't be countered, and it's got Trample, which would be really good helping close the game against blue-white. It is an afternoon stream. How you doing, Odysseus? Well, let's play some Magic. Oh, I thought that was a Varos right there. I was like, whoa, what's that? All right, let's just go into a modern league here. Easy enough. Easy enough. We decided to go live while practicing this time around instead of just hiding the information. Sometimes I hide it and practice, and then I show up on Monday and I'm like, check this out. Well, now you get a little bit more behind the scenes and realizing how bad of a player I really am. Let's play Magic. Let's play Magic. Glad to see me go live? Thanks. I've got plans this afternoon or this evening, so 1 league, maybe 2. We'll see, we'll see. All right, we got a fast. We don't have anything ritualed out very quickly. However, I have all the mana I'll need. I have 1 lock, 2 lock, or a fast clock. Not the most ideal hand because we'd like to be rushing something out a little faster than this. But the joys of practice. We keep this hand, we just note down, hey, it was just a natural on 3, and see what our opponent plays. You have to do this about 10 to 20 times before you start to realize, hey, against aggro decks, this sucks. Against mid-range decks, this is fine. Against control decks, this sucks. But we got to do that like 20 times. And if we get something like this in a hand next match and it's against aggro, and then again, next match it's mid-range, there's your 3 points. And then you got to do it a bunch to make sure that's the average case. Our opponent's chilling here, thinking about their opening hand. We've already decided we're probably keeping this for the experimental reasons. What we can do to hide the Blood Moon is actually use Prismatic Vista and fetch basic Forest. It's not a very typical Ponza or Red Prison strategy. This is the other thing that happens on Sunday. People multi-queue, people do all kinds of stuff, so we sit here and bob our heads for the first 2 minutes of this game. Trying to make content for you guys. Planning not to go post-edit on this. Put it up on YouTube, but sit here for 2 minutes. Those on YouTube will fast forward. You live here right now just get to sit here. And at this point, you've tabbed out and are browsing your favorite Reddit subreddit, seeing what you could and couldn't do. We'll keep. Opponent mulled to 6. You like downloading sim? So accurate? Exactly. Exactly. Look, all right. So I need a ritual effect, and we're looking okay. We're still going to prismatic vista here and attempt to hide what I'm doing. But I basically need a form of ritual here to avoid this nastiness. Now, does it mean we lose? Not necessarily. My opponent did mulligan, so, but we'll hide this information. Ritual effect? No ritual effect. We'll continue to hide the information. I'm not going to throw a chalice out on one, because if they just like Karn and remove a land here, we're dead. You were looking at goldfish? That makes sense. All right, so the big hope here is that it's like Worm Coil Engine. I can't believe I'm hoping for this, but we're hoping for something that's like creature-based. Preferably Worm Coil. Mind Stone. Reality Smasher would be fine now. Thought Knot would be painful. Maze Mind. Look, Chalice on 1 was terrible. My opponent is not doing anything. Oh, don't be a Thought Knot. Don't be a Thought Knot. Don't be a Thought Knot. Eldrazi it is. We're actually well suited for this matchup. Oh, just be a Walking Ballista. Oh, beautiful. Perfect. Chalice on 1. Good play, opponent. Good play. All right, we're going to Blood Moon first. Woo! Dodged a bullet. The week of surprise streams, indeed. All right, we're good. We're going to go ahead and play down a Blood Moon, I think. We have to deal with a Mind Stone, unfortunately. But I think Blood Moon's the first one I want to be playing, then the Ensnaring Bridge. We'll continue fetching basics. We're going to fetch another basic forest here, just to have. I am live, Tomoy. Zale is so surprised. Your heart. Now, my opponent does have the colorless mana, so we could get Thought Knot Seared, which would take our bridge, would be very painful. Attempting to fetch for a forest. There we go. Forest it is. And Blood Moon. Next up will be Bridge, or if we get a ritual spell, Chandra Bridge. We are live. We did a few things this morning on the Minecraft server because I was bored. So we lit up an entire area. I ate lunch. We're going to grill later tonight. And now we're doing this. There's that colorless. 3 mana Matter Reshaper. Oh, that silly guy. That silly guy, Matter Reshaper. Alright, easy bridge here. Oh, everything's looking good. We're going to do bridge before even doing Chandra here. Predominantly because by doing this, we avoid a Thought Knot taking it. I'm going to go ahead and play this Chalice down also so that we don't get reality smashed. And at this point, we're looking really good to take match the game 1. Fluffy live on a Saturday and he's playing Magic. What madness is this? Practice madness. What's up, Grace? I give up. It looks like our server is going to have a gold farm on it. I give up. All you crazy people playing that Minecraft. You just want greed. Can't just accept such a nice game. Matter Shaper hits us for 3. Tomes Drawing. Matter Reshaper. So my opponent can kill me still. We got to be careful about our bridge here. Alright, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Play Chandra. Play Rabble Master. Continue to empty the hand. We could get a Goblin Crater Maker out, actually. Let's do that, because I can activate as well. And activating to kill something wouldn't be a bad idea. I could even kill the Mind Stone. I don't think I need to, though. I know, Grace, you listen to the rule. I respect that. That's why you're a mod. There were some other people that didn't. You were just taking forever to find an inbounds location. So the out for my opponent, I think, is Karn the Great Creator, and then making this a creature and then killing it. So we don't have a main board out to that. We have to kill our opponent faster. My opponent also, most of their creatures are 3x or higher. Walking Ballista could take care of Chandra a little bit here. I'm going to hold this Chandra in hopes to get this to 7 emblem, then play this, and then play Rabblemaster. Casey, there's just a few rules. Trying to keep the server healthy. Crater Maker is kind of a funny one here. He can take care of some E-tron stuff. There's another tome. Theoretically, I could blow this up so they stop drawing. I'm just going to let it sit there. I think he's useful other ways. Simeon. Let's go up for damage. Say no to that. Instead of losing this Simeon Spirit Guide, let's just put him out there and pass turn. This is the first one. What's up, Liquid Oxygen? It's the very first game, very first match. Very first magic. Alright. Opponent's drawing a card. Again, I'd like to kill this, but if I can kill Garten, the Great Creator, when it shows up, I feel better. This also can take care of a big Walking Ballista, so it's a little bit of our safety net. You're too lazy to read? Here comes a 3/3 Walking Ballista. There he be. We're not going to do too much here, because I can actually down-tick the Chandra to kill the Walking Ballista if I wanted to right now. We could also put this up to 7. If I down-tick this... she will die. But I keep Goblin Crater Maker. This is probably the smarter line. If I go up here, they can pump this once to 4. They're going to just keep Chandra in check. You think Crater Maker at first? Crater Maker is my out to Karn showing up. I think it's just Chandra down, tick this, kill this, and then replay new Chandra. We're only 1 turn behind here. Then if they want to kill Chandra, they have to pump all 3 into here, which is fine. No problem with that. If they want to get rid of Crater Maker, then we've killed Walking Ballista, and then when they go to second shot this, I can pick off May's Mind Tome. Prevent a draw. Holding the second Chandra has been beneficial so far. I don't want to kill either of these Matter Reshapers because they're like a card draw for our opponent. At this point, we're just trying to limit card draw for my opponent as best as I can while hopefully performing some sort of ultimate with a Chandra. A God of Destiny would be nice because it would help our case here with our life total ever so slightly. We can get more things into the bin for us to consume. This obviously has caused my opponent some grief here. Do they allow me to keep a Chandra around, or do they kill Crater Maker? And like I said, if they put 2 into Crater Maker, I get to use Crater Maker to do something, which feels really pretty good. If I wanted to and avoid Thought Not Reality, I could probably pick off the Mind Stone and just give them the Tome. Or if I want to prevent the immediate draws, I kill the Tome. Right now, I'm leaning more towards killing the Tome. I don't care about the Mind Stone as much. My opponent's going to kill me via Walking Blister or Karn. Think. This one's a thinking point, so I don't mind our opponent thinking a little bit. All right, they've decided Chandra is what they need to kill, so they'll be very disappointed to see this show up. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Chandra, uptick damage, pass turn. And again, I'm not going to attack right now. Just extra draws I don't need to be offering. I could have tapped out and played a Rabble Master down. The 1/1 gets killed by the Matter Reshaper, but I would actually have Simian Spirit Guide to use the Goblin Crater Maker, and this might bait out something from my opponent, something like a Karn. Unfortunately, our win condition here is a little slower. Person plays Urza's Power Plant, tapping 3 mana. No worry there, no worry there. Okay. My turn. Apparently, Simian Spirit Guide has promised someone that he's going to win this game. We had a Chalice. 1, 2, 3. I can put a Chalice on 3, but not 4. I have a Braids that I don't exactly want to turn off here. Putting it on 3 stops myself from playing new things in the future. I think we're going to just pass this and replay a Simian Spirit Guide. We'll pass turn. Crater Maker has been a lot more valuable than I gave it credit the first time around. I can't see myself going up much more than maybe to 2. The 1-of has been really nice against Eldrazi Tron. So here's this Karn the Great Creator. We'll see what they go get here. They might activate to make Bridge a creature here. This is the point of Crater Maker, to kill Karn. If they do something else here, okay, they activate to make Bridge a dude. And we have a Dismember here. Okay. We're waiting as long as I can here, because I'm going to pick this off, but we might be blocking a few things here. Yeah, we're going to block all of this. So block, block, block. Activation here. Ta-da! Now, it'd be nice to have another Bridge. They're going to get a couple draws here, but we do keep Chandra at 7, or 6. It will be at 7. Reveal. Maze Mind Tome. That comes into play, I believe. Which is pretty good. More scries, more draws, and that goes to hand. Alright, so I have another Karn the Great Creator to kill, unfortunately. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. I might have to play both things down to try to get this Chandra to an emblem. Alright, what's next? Wooded Foothills. So I can play both, so we'll just uptick looking for Bridge. I get a God of Destiny. God of Destiny. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pips. They play Karn the Great Curator and make something like this. A 2/2 and swings at Chandra. God of Destiny could close the game out. Let's go ahead and play God of Destiny. We're playing the card to play the card. And I'm going to follow this with a Rabble Master, because Rabble Master will generate another token for us to have for the next turn. We are protecting Chandra here. They'll have to play Karn and swing with 2 things, play a Reality Smash or something like that. Because I have God of Destiny and this is unlikely to potentially die, any top deck double pipped card would be really good. It would turn this on and quicken the clock. So now we have kind of 2 threats. Our life total is at 14, and so hopefully God of Destiny will help us with our life total as well. Opponent's going to get a draw. They get to scry, then draw. So this is really powerful. We're having to battle basically my opponent getting some really decent card selection here. I'm not going to worry about the 4 life that my opponent's going to be gaining off these Maze Mind Tomes. I think if we can get them relatively locked out, we'll be fine. My opponent could also play Karn down tick and go get like Liquid Metal or Spyglass to shut off Chandra. And this would be a way to shut off the Chandra. They can then defend with Matter Shaper. I play Simian Spirit Guide and attack with God of Destiny to try to hit off the Karn. I'd be attacking with Rabble Master, 2 tokens plus God of Destiny. So here's Karn, the Great Creator. And if they activate to make one of these a 2/2 and go after Chandra, that's fine as well. Alright, they're going to go get an artifact card. Right now they can play up to 4 mana. They go get a Walking Ballista. So they make a 2/2 Walking Ballista. This is actually not the scariest thing to see. Okay. And they ping Rabble Master twice here and attack for 3. So this exposes Karn. We got rid of Walking Ballista. That comes out here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need a red card to turn on God of Destiny here. I hit a bridge, which actually isn't so bad here. Guess I'll take a Dismember. Okay. Not the worst. Let's uptick with Chandra. And a Braid. The Braid's kind of interesting. The Braid is nice, but I'd rather have it in hand. We've gotten through 2 Walking Ballistas here. I almost want to braid the Mind Stone, stop Thought Knot and others, and then try to win with just God of Destiny here and gum up the board. We're going to kill the Mind Stone here. They can scry and do all kinds of things with the Maze Mind Tome. I'm going to ping Karn for 1, I think. I wonder if Chandra even matters anymore. Like, do I have to protect her? I imagine I should. So it's probably bridge, attack Karn, pass turn. They have to go up with Karn, theoretically. We'll play bridge down. They go up with bridge. They'd have to have another Dismember here. Up, Dismember has 6 mana available. Can't Reality Smasher now. Dismember plays Mind Stone, can Reality Smasher. So if they have Dismember, Reality Smasher, and they'll uptick with Karn, then they could really come at us for some serious damage. By the way, this is game 1 and my opponent's over halfway done with their clock. It'll be interesting to see how game 2 and game 3 go. Yeah, we'll play this. I can leave up random green. And combat. We'll see what else they have in their sideboard to deal with Chandra. Tough time. Tough time. We've had a few lines, too, to think about, so... They don't even activate Maze Mind Tome. This makes me think that they're in and out of a second game or a third game. That would be my guess. Alright, my opponent was holding a waste. Not activating the Maze Mind Tome even just for a scry, just to me spells that they're distracted. Where we are focused. Focus on the game. Get better results. Play Magic to your best level. Alright, so they do want to use Karn to go get something. 1, 2, 3, 4. They can put a Walking Ballista on 4 right now if it is what they're able to go get. The fact that they went and grabbed one makes me think that they don't have a second one sideboard. I'm expecting a Spyglass, a Liquid Metal Coating, I'm Pithing Needle, although that wouldn't be very good right now. Walking, no, Worm Coil. Okay, Spyglass. So here's like the really nice nuance here. Yeah, okay, you can Spyglass my Chandra. I have one more Abrade in the deck to find, but also God of Destiny can just finish this. The idea of getting Liquid Metal is if they have another Karn in hand. Being that they had plenty of mana, I almost expected being able to play Karn Great Creator plus Liquid Metal Coating. Draws a card with Maze Mind Tome here. 2, 4, 6, 8. They have 8 mana, so they can play Big Karn Liberated. I believe the deck plays a 1-of that. I think it's interesting that they didn't get Spyglass the very first time. They went and got a Walking Ballista and then basically chunked it all away to it. That's fine. He gets exiled anyway. Alright, so we have a Thought Knot, we have a Matter Reshaper. We have our opponent at 9 minutes, I'm at 18 minutes, we have a God of Destiny. Very little reason for me to ever use it on mana. Oh, and picking up the big Chandra. The big Chandra. Alright, so this one can do 2 damage to any target or discard hand and draw 3. I'm not going to be able to really play anything this very first time, so I'm probably just going to ping them. That would be my thought, to help speed up the clock here. Maybe pinging them is incorrect, but I think speeding up the clock's not a bad idea. I don't see there's a reason to discard hand. So, 2 damage. By the way, it's an uptick. Not to mention God of Destiny is now active, which is a little worrisome. But I think getting the Chandra Heart down is better than just sitting here and waiting for a Karn. If they have another Dismember, I can't imagine it's here because there's probably only 2 more, and they got to get rid of this bridge. So I think the Heart is safe. First time seeing the Heart. Woo! Woo, buddy. All right, 2, 4, 5. If it's Reality Smasher, you need this one. There's Karn the Great Creator. All right. Liquid Metal Coating, shut off Chandra Heart. Look at how hard my opponent's having to work here. If they even do that, God of Destiny. Oh! This is one for the record books. Write it down. Liquid Metal Coating. Okay, so they're going to shut off this Chandra. They're going to do that in my upkeep. No reason to shut off a land. I've got plenty of those. No reason to shut off this. Upkeep, shut off Chandra Heart. Cool. Expected. Rabble Master's like a really nice draw here. It's really nice because it's going to put pressure on my opponent by making our board nice and wide. And then I can get rid of Karn the Great Creator and get my Chandra back online. Pass turn. If we even lose this one, my opponent's clock is so low. But I feel like we're very far ahead. My opponent's had to answer a lot of things we've played. I think they're stalling the inevitable, but I could be wrong. They might have an out here. They might have an out. I think their out is Karn Liberated, kill this, and hit with a few Reality Smashers. But we can block Reality Smashers, and I can do some chump blocking at this point. So it's looking good. Not to mention Liquid Metal Coating is strictly a second Spyglass for this heart. And that's the only reason they should be using that. Probably shouldn't exile artifacts. That's fair. That's fair. Because they can go get them with Karn. I will avoid the Walking Ballistas. This is a good point. At this point, I don't think I mind them using more Maze Mind Tomes, though. But that is a Liquid Oxygen. That is a very good point. Normally, things have to disappear due to a relic, but now we're making them disappear. Reality Smasher. Followed by a Dismember of God of Destiny. Okay. We have 2 more of God of Destiny, so we're good and live. They used a Dismember there instead of dismembering the Ensnaring Bridge, so we're through 2 Dismembers. I'm curious how many they run now. Upticks their own Chalice to put something on 1. Maze Mind Tomes, drawing a card, gaining some life. We are a braid away from opening up one of our Planeswalkers here. Upkeep stop, Chandra. They don't do it. I have Chandra for a turn here. Okay, so I go up here. I go up with the Chandra. No reason to do 2 damage. Let's look for cards. They missed the upkeep. They're distracted. We got a mountain. We got 2 Chandra Torch of Defiances. That doesn't work very well. Yeah. So eventually we'll go wide enough as well, and we should be able to hit them down for enough damage. Theoretically. Missing the Chandra heart, though, I think was not a good thing for them. We didn't hit anything off of it, but it certainly didn't help their cause. It is an epic game anyhow. My opponent's going to get a new artifact here. Relic. Okay. Relic could theoretically keep a future God of Destiny in check. Yeah, they're really committed to game 1. I think they should have scooped at this point. 4 mana. 5 mana. 6. So this is a Walking Ballista. They definitely could beat me through a Walking Ballista. This is where our backup of Braid needs to come in. Maze Mind Tome. Also noting how good this card over here is. Just saying. Just saying the card's going to be really good. Thought not. Yeah, they have 4 minutes 40 seconds left. We have 16:52. This is where in Paper Magic I would probably just play this out and be like, okay, I'm gonna win. No upkeep stop on this again. Opponent's forgetting what to do here. And they've conceded. It's game 1. Our cards would have been God of Destiny is Seasoned Pyromancer. We would have played God of Destiny and Seasoned Pyromancer and our land, and then had 2 mana left over. On the discard and draw, we would have drawn a Ritual and a Blood Moon. We'd be able to Ritual out and play Blood Moon. We'd have a second Blood Moon, we'd have a Seasoned Pyromancer, we have a God of Destiny on the board due to Chandra. That's how it works. Okay, Spyglass in, Damping Matrix in. This one might consider the Chandra Awakened Inferno as a possibility. It could also consider the Anger just to get rid of some of those Matter Reshapers at the beginning. Cards I love, Abrades and Goblin Crater Maker is really good. If you're seeing a lot of Eldrazi-tron, make this a 4th. Heart was good. Chalice is awful in this matchup. It does stop things like map and relic and map and relic and map. Anyway, I'm not a fan of Seasoned Pyromancer. because it will unlock the bridge in many cases. However, in this matchup, it's really nice because all their things are 4, 5, and just massive. So keeping that. So it's 4 Chalices out, Damping Matrix, Spyglass in, maybe Chandra, maybe Anger of the Gods. The alternate is bring a few relics in and just use them as draw. No real reason for Veil. I'm hiding behind a bridge, and my opponent's creatures are bigger. No Eidolons. Carnage Tyrants, too big to get through bridge. That's why we're looking at just these. So before I make any mistakes, these 2 in, these 2 out. You don't have to worry about getting like mana stuck with these 2. So that's why like Chandra Awakened Inferno is an option. And probably just what I'm going to bring in. And probably just the Anger. The Anger can kill my goblins and stuff, but it's more here in case they pick off a few things or we got to kill Matter Reshape or something. The Chandra Heart of Fire is just a one of. It's been doing a lot better. I think the God of Destiny, though, shouldn't be really overlooked here. There is this nuance where we get behind the bridge and can't do a lot. This hand's fantastic. We'll keep this. This is one of the ways you can ramp out God of Destiny on turn 2. We will attempt to get bridge first, though. I'm picking up a second bridge. Now I could theoretically put God of Destiny down. Getting a force to F6 due to time on my opponents. We'll make them use their time wisely here. Eldrazi Temple Expedition Map and a Blast Zone here. So things at 3 are a little more fragile right now. Opponent's leading with Matter Reshaper. I think for this game, let's go ahead and play out... Let's go ahead and play out a Ensnaring Bridge. Make them kind of go, oh crap, I've got to get this up to 3 to deal with the Blast Zone. I'm going to hold this second bridge as long as I can. I thought not will clearly take it, but if it doesn't take it, Blast Zone 3 and destroy this, maybe I have a shot here with this bridge. Being a second win condition. Mindstone, Matter Reshaper. I really don't think this is the right way my opponent should be playing this game. 2 Matter Reshapers. I think they've got more explosive starts, but I'm not the Eldrazi player. Play God of Destiny. I don't want to expose 2 things to the Blast Zone if possible. We are flooding out a little bit. We may have to play the bridge to get underneath the bridge so that the Matter Reshapers don't kill us here. We'll see. We'll see how it plays out. Right now I'm not gaining any life here. I'm going to just gain some ramp, which isn't bad. Going to 10. That Anger of the Gods, by the way, that I boarded in would be pretty fabulous right here. Looks like a 2/2 Walking Ballista. That's a pretty good card for them. Anger? Alright. I get a Blood Moon, which isn't awful here. Play Blood Moon. They still have Mind Stone here, but they don't have Blast Zone. 3, 6. Looks like we're dead here on board, but we'll make them play it. I'm floating 1 extra mana. I shouldn't be doing that. So we're dead on board here. We'll let them go ahead and go through this action, though, since they took so long game 1. And then we'll see if we can get a game 2. A couple Matter Reshapers taking us down. Kind of interesting. A couple extra lands there at the start. Not good enough for us. Cool. All right, that was a quick one. 2 minutes 30 on my opponent's clock. I'm pumping this. Extra actions. Cool. All right. 2 minutes 30. I will be on the play. No changes. We're going to just submit back here. Looking okay. So again, no ramp first game. Was fine. A little bit of ramp the second game. Wasn't fine. So balance as you will. An Anger off the top there would have probably locked that game up pretty nicely. All right. We're going to game 3. Keeping in mind that opponent's clock, although low, could be a problem. Let's go ahead and keep this hand. This looks nice. We have a turn 2 Spyglass and a turn 3 Blood Moon. I can go fetch my basic as well. Looks pretty good. Pretty good. We'll check the hand and see what I need to name with Spyglass here. Much better hand than the second round. Cool, cool, cool. All right. Can even use Spyglass to name something like Expedition Map here. I'm gonna go ahead and do this because there's really minimal fear here of what I could run into. I wish I could name the Mind Stone, but I'll name Expedition Map here. And my opponent really doesn't have a whole lot going on right now. They can counter, or this isn't the counter one. It's not Warping Wheel. Next up is Blood Moon before Chandra here. I have no idea how this hand would win in that time frame. Go ahead and Blood Moon slows them down a little bit here. Next turn, I could Ritual Chandra, 4th land Chandra, Ritual out Rabble Master. I don't think this is doing it for them. Let's go ahead and run the Chandra, Ritual out Rabble Master. I think we could actually close this game out before my opponent does. Possibly could. Gonna kill. Go ahead. It is a good sequence. They were smart to have the main phase stop here. Now, it's not over yet. We get a land here, and they get a Smasher. We're in trouble. So, Smasher smashes Chandra here. So I need a bridge. We are going to play our hand out here. My opponent's focused on their game now. This might be a time clock thing. We'll see if this is a second Smasher here. It's a Matter Reshaper. So they have 16 damage. A minute to win. Yeah, it looks like it might come down to time here. Got a few outs. That's probably one of them. What a draw. Now they have to kill that. They could have kills for this. There's Karn the Great Creator. Well, it's not locked, guys. Upticks here. They go down here. They'd have to uptick and put the bridge. What's interesting here is, though they're getting liquid metal coating here, I could get a damping matrix right here. All right, my opponent ran out of time. But if we got a damping matrix, that would be fine. Just because they get liquid metal coating doesn't mean they're winning that game. Let's see if I can draw a card or not. Moto won't let me look. So our outs are damping matrix. Crater Maker off the top kills the Karn pretty nicely. Buys us time. Heart isn't too bad here. Yeah, we got a few things that possibly could keep us going here. And the liquid metal coating doesn't kill bridge, so they're still stuck behind. If we flood out, they kill land, we play a land. We kill land, we play a land. Interesting. First one. So what did we learn from the first one? We learned that our hand being just a normal speed was okay, game 1. Game 2 and game 3, it probably is a little bit better to have a little bit quicker starts. We do rely heavily on finding our lock pieces just naturally through draws, so it might be worth mulliganing towards those as well in game 2 and game 3. Map didn't do a lot, possibly as well. We could have named Karn the Great Creator there. Maybe been a way to approach that. Alright, so we've got a hand here that has double gemstone, single land here. Chalice is nice, but we don't know what our opponent's doing, and I can't cast both of these. We'll mulligan. Alright, this hand looks a little bit nicer. I can get rid of a God of Destiny, and if we top deck the land here in the 2 turns, we're looking good. Let's do Wooded Foothills, but we won't crack it here. Looking for one more land, preferably anything but a gemstone. All right, that first match was a long one. I really do think on Saturdays this happens a little more often, that your opponents will be doing other things while playing, where on the weekdays it's a little more focused on one match at a time. All right, our Chalice hand's looking a heck of a lot better versus this hand. So it's an ensnaring bridge, so I'm going to easily fetch here. I can probably safely just do a forest here. I have one forest and 2 gemstones, or my misses for red mana. Oh, look. Rewarded. Hey, look what I found. I still need a land here. Maybe Goblin Guide can help us out a little bit. Chalice on 1, though, is a nice top deck. Give me a land, please. Oh, no land. So I get to hit double F6 here. Skewers me. No other follow-up. So we're actually good to try to get, like, God of Destiny. I'll probably play Rabblemaster first so that I can kill Goblin Guide. Or block it at least. In for 2, looking for a land. We miss a land, but it's a Desperate Ritual, and I can't use the Desperate Ritual because I went and got green for God of Destiny. Mental note. Mental note. Can't play that card. Pass turn. We need a land. We're on turn 4, looking for a land. In for 2, looking for a land. We have a Blood Moon. We're at 5, pass turn. Needing to get Rabblemaster down now. We were so focused on maybe getting God of Destiny and fetching for our forest. Didn't think of the Desperate Ritual. There's God of Destiny. We have one more turn here. This is classic. Get rid of a Blood Moon. Chalice is doing work. Chalice is keeping us alive. Hit a land, opponent. All right. Turn 7. Didn't draw a land. All right, so we've got a big burn. Look at this. Look at this hand. It's a good hand to see. Oh, look, there's a land. And guess what? It would have been a forest. Would have been a forest. Okay. Chandra Heart of Fire can come out here. My opponent looked to be completely mono red, so I'm actually going to go ahead and play Blood Moon out as well. Abrade's a removal, Crater Maker's removal, Bridges for block, God of Destiny, they saw that. Rabblemaster's to be quick. Let's go. So yes, we had the Blood Moon, but maybe it's just better to fetch the Stomping Ground. Could be a lesson we learned. Even though it might shut off our God of Destiny, it's probably better considering there's only 3 cards in our deck that are green. Let's play first. This hand's a heck of a lot better. We'll keep. This is 10 times better than anything we've done all day. I couldn't write a script this perfect. By the way, we don't have the Chalice, so we'll see how that plays out for us. But I'm thinking Anger of the Gods is going to be fine here. Just a seal. Just a seal. If I top deck a land, I'm playing Chandra here. All right, how deep do we want to go, ladies and gentlemen? I don't have Blood Moon in the deck anymore, so let's not. All right, do we think Anger of the Gods is needed? No, because they played Seal Fire first. Let's go ahead and Ritual out and get a draw here and keep digging. So this is our Singleton Anger. That's fine, it's gone. We're going to be playing Rabblemaster and going up with Chandra here. It's going to feel really good. Land Searing Blaze. Ooh. One reason to have the Blood Moon. Searing Blaze is me. Now we can Skewer. Now we can Lava Spike. Now we can whatever. Ooh. Big Chandra. Okay. Let's go ahead and do this kind of 1-2 punch here. We're going to swing with everything. This has trample. If they block Seasoned Pyromancer, I down tick with this Chandra. Since they didn't, we'll be going up. God of Destiny would be a good card, but we get to skip that. No play. Okay. Can I beat a Chandra Incinerator? There's a Swift Spear. There's a Lightning Bolt to my face. This is looking bad. 3 damage. Redirected to Rabblemaster. This is 8 damage. 9, 10, 11, 12. Dead on turn 3. Pretty good. We turn 2 is Chandra. My opponent turn 3 is us. GG. All right. Well, we learned our lesson. We learned our lesson. That was fast. It made up for our last game. We're back on track. 1 hour league. That was hyper fast. All right. Thank you, Wizards, is our opponent. That was something else. Maybe we need to start keeping... Oh, I didn't take Bridge out, so... This awkward hand is a bit awkward. That was brutal. That was brutal. We're going to keep this because I can throw Chalice on 2 really fast, or I can keep the Chalice on 1. We also are able to play God of Destiny here on turn 3. We'll see if that works for us. Steam Vents. Tapped. Oh, Beast Storm. Beast Storm. I was on turn 2, Odysseus. Turn 3 is when it was attacking. Slight difference. Seal Fire. Bee Storm. Oh, if their Storm Ritual's going out on 2, here we go! Thing in the Ice on turn 2 here. If I put Chalice on 2... Man, now I have Bridge. These are Odyssey Mountains. Odyssey Mountains. So I can play a Bridge here. I can play a Crater Maker. I can put a Chalice on 1. This looks like a really good time to get a Bridge down. This looks like a really good time for a Bridge, because in the future turns, it's likely to be countered. This flipping over and attacking me is definitely a problem for us, so Bridge it is. Could be a Chalice on 1 as well. I may actually Ritual and attempt to do Chalice on 1 here in case they have Remand. Sometimes they do. Bloodman's looking okay here. Let's go ahead and Ritual, and I'll attempt Chalice on 1. We're doing this to avoid a Remand here. Remand is sometimes played because they're cantripping a bunch for Thing in the Ice. They're not too happy with this Chalice on 1. Extra Island. Archmage Charm? I can just follow with Crater Maker then. It's not ideal. Alright, well it's not drawing, so that's nice for us. Crater Maker's down, pass turn. Guess I'll be getting God of Destiny down soon as well. I'm wondering if Blood Moon's more important or God of Destiny here. Mystic Sanctuary, I think that answers my question now. I wonder if they have Cryptic here. Draw plus Archmage Charm. Cryptic Command. So far I haven't seen any 1-drops. No Bolts so far, no Ops, no Serum Visions. No Thought Scours. This could be a difficult matchup. Just depends what they're doing. Depends what they're doing here. All right, let's attempt a Blood Moon here. God of Destiny can keep the Mystic Sanctuaries in track as well. There's the Opt. So our Opt Archmage Charm, it looks like. I could attack with Crater Maker here, and then when they block after blocks, I could activate and kill. With them being completely tapped out, this actually feels like a possible line here, because if they bounce Bridge, we're in trouble. But actually killing their one threat here is not bad either. Especially since Crater Maker's probably not doing anything else. Because I appear to be tapped out, maybe they'll block. Maybe they'll be so kind and block. Yeah. We're in danger? We are. We're in danger, but they helped us out. They helped us out a little bit. Okay. So, their threat's gone. We don't have threats. They don't have threats. They have 4 cards. We have 1. Lands. Can get Mystic Sanctuary. Can get another Archmage Charm. Can get an Opt. Oh. Alright. We're going to attempt Blood Moon again because Blood Moon shuts this off better if it lands. And then God of Destiny can help clean things up. God of Destiny is sort of our win condition, so it's going to be the last thing that I play. Goes and gets Archmage Charm. Are we going to just opt in Archmage Charm this again? If anything, this is just turning into using their resources to prevent themselves from getting locked out of the game. Which I'm kind of okay with. Kind of. So I presume this is a opt of some sorts. Or some version of draw spell here. Because we went and put that on top. There's the opt. I bet they'll scry top. Oh, they did. They pick it up. They play the Archmage Charm. 2 cards. Draws 2. Uh-oh. We have a Force Negation now. Blood Moon's down. Has another island. Okay. Not as interested in countering considering they have the other island here. Alright, we'll try God of Destiny. God of Destiny resolves instantaneously this game. Now has a shot. Bolts me. I think for me, I want to get rid of this Archmage Charm in the bin. Here we go. This is a good question. Does God of Destiny push Red Prison over the top against Blue Moon Game 1? And I say Blue Moon casually. It's a thing in the ice. Well, they had to have 6, right? Why are we interested in this Archmage Charm? I want this. Please give. This is a bit of a weird game. Thank you. We will go ahead and play Bridge. I should probably be holding up blue or green, making it look like I have Veil. But we're going to make it look like I'm a red mage at heart. That's right, I don't need that green anymore. By the way, faking Veil here would be a pretty cool move, but wouldn't work because I've been asked if this is a brew or if Prison has moved to green-red. It is time to explain brew. And I'm going to self-indulge. I am the Prison Master. I'm going to indulge a little bit. It's Saturday. And it is a brew. Who's doing this? Carnage Tyrant possibly is an option here. Chandra Awakened, though, for sure. Spyglass. Eidolons in this matchup. Veils. Maybe Relics. Look at all this good stuff I have. I think it is a legit ad. Like you can tell, that is the only thing I am splashing for. My liege, the prison master. Self-indulged a little bit. All right, Crater Maker's probably not very good. The Abrades are interesting because they could be playing Sprite Dragons, Delvers, Thing in the Ices. So I need to be careful with that. I think in general I've got an okay matchup here. I just have so much I want to bring in. So the question is, how do we tune the deck down to combat what's going on here? Sideboard strategy. Yes, in. The Blood Moons, I think, are good. Hold my beer, magic aids. I love Saturday, people. All right, I think I'm going to ditch the Blood Moon here. I think I'm going to ditch the Blood Moon in favor of Veil. And I actually kind of feel like I should just ditch the Chalice. Let's go like red-green Ponza stuff here. Chandra Awakened Inferno as well. This feels like the right play. This feels like, oh, I'm going to imitate Ponza briefly here. Good luck. I need to get Tyrant in here as well. Can't be countered. It's a little awkward with the bridge. What do you think, Sale? And just beats TT? It's true. Let's find one more thing to take out here. I don't want to quite get rid of the braids, but I'm going to cut it in braid. And then we'll be punished. It's okay. I'm told that my deck is interesting. It's interesting. Getting some kudos. Okay, here's where the deck gets a little awkward. I have an extra God of Destiny that I don't want. I would like to get an Eidolon down. The bridge is okay. Inquisitor, how's it going? Veil's good, but I need something to be putting down with Veil. I'm on the draw. Let's keep this. Let's keep this. Let's see how punishing a Singleton Forest here in the main is. In the main hand. I want to see if this punishes me greatly. We're gonna lead with Vista. Playing just slightly slower might actually benefit us. We'll see. If there's no Dino in your deck, what's the point of playing? The first build put by the Pyro Prison community was a Renin 6 build. I actually don't like that build, personally. Very rarely do I want to be putting something on turn 2 that's doing literally nothing. Oh, man. We're being asked to share the list, but the reason is they have a friend that streams a lot, and they would like it. I should probably just say, come to my stream. Be like, come over here. Oh, wow, I hit both my forests. All right, we'll start with Prismatic Vista. I hit both forests, though. That's kind of a bummer. Yeah, it won't work very well with Blood Moon. Yeah, so we're in a little bit of a different position. My opponent's going to fetch basics. We've already shown them a Blood Moon, and we're in good shape here. This will be fetching Red Source. We'll fetch before end step. I should just put the list as Red Prison, -4 cards, or -6 cards. -4 cards, -2 mountains. +2 forest, +4, or 4 Klothys. It's not quite 4, but just like jokingly aside. That's sort of what we're doing. All right. We're just going to hold here. Eidolon's not going to be coming down anytime soon. That's okay, though. Maybe I just try to bait out a counter here with God of Destiny. And if that sticks, well, things start going. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. They missed a land drop. Oh, they missed a land drop. I'm going for it. I'm going for it. God of Destiny. Counter that. Remand. Aether Gust. Bottom. I don't need God of Destiny. Bottom. Don't try to time walk me, opponent. Oh, give me one more land here. Then things get real fun. Serum Visions. Oh no, they conceded. They conceded. I'm just going to tell them they can stop by the stream. That's a bummer. Let's see if we would have drawn that land. Oh, we would have drawn the land, and we would have just taken it to them with the Veil and the God of Destiny. Oh my gosh. The Prison Master was too powerful. Oh, that would have been... Just... Let's just take this moment to talk about what we said at the beginning. Blue decks... We've played in the past, we can get behind because some counter spells, and being able to just to stick something, draw, and just being able to cryptic command basically in response. Oh, so good. I've looked at Guttural's response for so long, and I think this is just... I looked at Guttural's response because it sticks to mono red. I think Veil of Summer is where it's at. All right. I'm pulling up a private chat just so I can find this person again if they don't stop by. I don't mind sharing the list. All right, we're 2-1. I think God of Destiny's got something here, though. Didn't get to play Carnage Tyrant. The meme. Yep, it is the card draw that makes it broken. Totally agree with you, Zale. I totally agree with you. The fact that we could get card draw, because Guttural Response is kind of like a thing, but the fact that we don't fall behind a card and the blue player falls behind a card is what is so important. To counter their counter and then they just later deal with your card, that's just not going to work. To counter and go ahead a card so that when they kind of make up with some Wrath or they make up with some extra counters or something... That's what we want to be doing. All right, let's play first. Shoot, I hate these hands. All right, how fast do we want to win or lose? How fast do we want to win or lose? This is a no keep, but I'll entertain since it's Saturday. If we want to turn one Blood Moon or turn one Rabble Master here and just hope it's actually good. Cool things that could happen. Turn one Blood Moon, play no lands, person goes land, bolt you. Other thing we could do is turn one Rabble Master, person goes turn one Fatal Push, Rabble Master. No one should keep this hand. However, I will entertain it. I will entertain it. Turn one Blood Moon forced. Ugh. Respond when we draw land, Zale. I want to keep this. You know what? Because sometimes you just play Magic to smile. Here we go. Exile. Blood Moon's probably the more important card here. Pass turn. Don't be a burn deck. F6. Opponent's so upset. They're so upset. They cannot believe it. They cannot believe they got turn one Blood Moon. They skipped their first turn. And they discarded a land. Ooh, this is not good. Oh, it's burn. Let the hate flow through you. Well, it could be blue-red prowess. We might have a shot here. Need to draw a few more lands here. We'll wait until we can activate Crater Maker, I think, before playing it. Right? Maybe I just jam it. I'm not jamming anything. I like the F6 button. How's everyone's Saturday going, by the way? If you're watching this on YouTube later, how's your Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Monday, Friday, Wednesday, whenever I upload this? I mean, my opponent's not doing anything. I'm gonna hold that until Chalice on 1. The fact that I'm still in this on turn 5 feels real good. They're just waiting to quad bolt me. They're like, I'll just take this casual. Oh, don't have another. What are you doing? Oh, light up the stage. Light up the stage. Light it up. Light it up. Oh no, Manamorphose. They can make blue. They want to wait on this, I think, right? Want to wait so they can get some prowess triggers? Oh gosh, we gotta get this Chalice down now. Turn 6, 1 land. We're gonna take so much damage here. There's a lightning bolt. Manamorphose makes double blue. They have a Burst Light and an Opt to play with here. We're about to get toasted. Sprite Dragon. Stormwing. Anger off the top. Too bad it's in the sideboard. We're at 10. Blood Moon's done enough. We just didn't draw our lands. We did keep a no-lander. And they skipped their first turn. There's a few things that went on this game. They'll never know what we're playing. Alright. We can concede. 3, 4, 5 damage. It's 2 turns. I can play at most Crater Maker or Chalice. Alright, we kept one for the stream. That was fun. Alright, Anger the Gods in, Eidolon's in. I kind of want a Carnage Tyrant for this matchup. Kind of don't. Heart's probably a no-go here. I can see Seasoned Pyromancers. I can see 1 to 2 Blood Moons, maybe 1 out. Something like this-ish. Keep Bridge. Bridge seems okay here. Yeah. Okay. Well, we had some fun. We kept a no-lander. Let's get back in the saddle. Saddle. I don't think Ty Wizard came by, so they don't get the list. Too bad. So sad. I'm like energized. I had too much ice cream at lunch. Ooh. Need to wind down. Alright, we're gonna play first. Chalice? Deck's like, oh, I think you missed some land drops last time. Let me help you out. Let me help you out. We can't keep this because it's only lands. And not a braid. Alright, here we go. We can keep this. Infinite mana, exactly. Keep, we'll get rid of a ritual here. Gonna play a tappy land and pass turn. Gonna get that bridge down. Gonna get that Crater Maker. Gonna slap some things and kill them. Swift Spear. I could attempt to kill that. Alright, instead of attempting to kill that, I think we're gonna just try to play a bridge. Then next turn I can either Crater Maker or God of Destiny. God of Destiny wouldn't be too bad, I suppose. If they waste all their mana here, perhaps I attempt to do something with a Crater Maker. Alright, we're going to get hit for 2 damage. Bolts me as well. I'm wondering if Crater Maker saves more life here. Or if I need to play God of Destiny. I think Crater Maker saves more life here. Let's play Crater Maker. Let's shoot one of these. And pass turn. That way they don't have 2 things coming at me plus prowess triggers. It's a lot of damage if they were to do that. So let's just come at me for 1 point of damage here. Maybe a little more if you have another bolt. Manamorphose. So theoretically, they have to let this mana go or they don't attack me this turn. So that's kind of okay with me. They might have an Abrade, though. Okay, they get a Stormwing Entity. So here, they are able to get a creature and attack. I want Land Drop Bridge here. That's probably the safest thing. 2 damage in, we're at 10. Land Bridge. Land Bridge. Come on, Land Bridge. Land. Land. Yes. Alright, land. We're going to play a bridge here. The second bridge is to avoid an Abrade killing us. I know that God of Destiny is kind of coming late here. I don't think I'm cracking Prismatic Vista. Monastery Swiftspear should be able to get in twice. This turn, next turn. So we need them to not have instant speed spells. I'm not going to crack the Vista because 9 is dangerous. Although I guess they're going to that anyway. We got something here at instant speed. Fetching. Does they shock? They do shock. Manamorphose. Just gonna F6 through this turn. I need a top deck of land, and I need it, or a ritual spell. I need something that can let me empty my hand here. All right, there was an Abrade. Whether they drew that or not, there's the Abrade that would have killed us. This is not damage to face. That's good. This is 3 in like a bolt, so we won't crack this. Oh, stop, opponent. Gut shots me. All right. Going to 5. Land. Oh, Chalice. Shoot. Chalice on 1 is so good here, but closing the door is good as well. If they attack and they just have like Manamorphoses, they can kill me. If they have an Abrade, they're killing me anyway. I'm thinking it's going to be God and Chalice on 0, even though I really want this on 1. But we can hope that the God and they don't have like a second Abrade here, and that the God will get me out of bolt range. They won't attack me. We gotta hope for something like this to happen. You finally got in your what lands? Not sure I'm reading that word. I think it got blanked out. Just lands? No, nice lands. Just lands. Nice. Good job, Inquisitor. I'm happy for you. Alright, they could double bolt me or something. They mutagenic growth. That's terrifying. Oh, Bedlam Reveler. Okay. I'm like, what? Alright, I am going to get rid of this Abrade in the yard just in case they're playing Snapcaster. I don't think they are. You know what's the worst feeling is drawing Eidolon, but we can probably sit for a turn here too. So we'll see. We'll see. It's like an interesting works and doesn't work. Opponent opts, taking 1 damage instead of 2. Looking for answers. Trigger, trigger, trigger. You think OG Antiquities. Nice. They put the card to the bottom, drawing random card here. By the way, this is one of those situations where God of Destiny could just win this game. It's making the door so much closer here due to the Eidolon. Looks like they drew a land. I'm going to just take my natural draw. Ritual effect. It's not what I want. Get rid of the lightning bolt. We're going to stay at 7. My opponents, though, might go lower. I'm going to pass turn. Klothys is dummy thick. I mean, Klothys isn't a creature at the moment, but... Fetching. Okay. Right now, they can't double prowess and kill me because of the Eidolon and the God of Destiny. And I don't think they have enough damage. I'm wondering if I let this Swift Spear come through. Because they can't cast 3 spells. Let's assume they cast 2 bolts to face. That's 6. And then this would be enough to kill me. They're fetching. We gotta math this out. I can go to 7 here. I think I'm safe to go to 7. If they bolt Eidolon, they'll go to 3. I'll be at 7. And then they could attempt to multi-bolt me. That's about the only thing I think gets them out of this. So I think we'll just do Eidolon here and sit at 7. If they have Braid Bolt, they could kill me. Chalice is on 0. We had to clear our hand. We're past combat, so I feel better about that. Winning now is 3 spells to the face. Bolt, bolt, gut shot. Yeah, we emptied our hand instead of getting this to 1. Clearly, Chalice on 1 is reasonably good here. We've seen ops, lightning bolts, other things. I was trying to decide if we could actually let them swing with the Swift Spear. I don't think we could. Because they could do this. They'd bolt here. This would be 2-3. They'd hit for 2. And if they had one more prowess trigger, I don't know. It would have been close. Aether Gusts, God of Destiny. Shoot. They're trying to buy time here. I think I topped this because this is a win condition. I'm going to top this one. I'm going to just play my Wooded Foothills. I think they're doing this to buy a turn. I mean, if they swing, we get to block beforehand. They swing and then bolt. They swing, bolt, and then, because they're in combat, they know they can do all kinds of other things. Opponent bolts me. Going to 4. Storm Entity. We're scrying, right? Scry 2. I need this to go double bottom. 2 bottom. 1 card in hand. I will play my God of Destiny, clearly. Pass turn. 2 turn clock for them. Looks like a 2 turn clock for me, too. We need to avoid an abrade. Come on. Come on. We kept that ridiculous land drop. That's good. Gonna take, just a whatever. We'll empty the hand. We're at 6. They need two burn spells. Double Skewer would do it. Bolt will do it. And a Braid does it because of the flying. There we go. Dodge. Dodge. Oh, redraw. Okay. Ooh. Close your eyes. They're casting. Light up the stage, hard casted. I don't remember where these go. Manamorphose, Scalding Tarn. Oh, shoot. No, they already played a land. These are dead cards. Did we get there? I think we got there. Going to game 3. Whew. I would argue that was only God of Destiny that did that. A little bit of Eidolon, but only God of Destiny. Ooh, making a good case for this card right now. All right, any changes? Relic's looking a little more interesting now. The Blood Moon doesn't look as appealing still. I know my opponent has some blue cards. They have the Manamorphose. Relic non-bows with God of Destiny. That would be an argument to keeping the Blood Moons in. You can make the argument that the Relic's going to be countered because they're going to look for Chalice on 1 as well. They have the Flyers. The only way we beat the Flyers is killing them with Chandra, Torch of Defiance, or having a bridge out. If they're able to get the Flyers out, we're probably in trouble. The Flyers are blue, so the Blood Moon maybe is better than the Relic. So with that logic, we'll make Blood Moon an option. They'll have to have Manamorphose to get the Flyers out. So let's go with Blood Moon over Relic. Bedlam Reveler obviously is triggered a bit easier because we have the Relics out instead of in, but I don't think that's how we're losing. I think we're losing to big flying things. We'll keep this hand. It's a touch slow, but it has double bridge, which is good against double Abrade. We obviously need that God of Destiny. This is a great card here. We could think about trying to get this all the way to 2. I'll probably put it on 1 though. There's plenty of things on 1 that I want to kill. Or not have them used. Bolt, Opt, Gut Shot, Mutagenic Growth. We might be seeing a Kiln Fiend here. Soul Scar Mage would be one of these cards that I'm not too thrilled to see. Stomping Ground will be our first pickup because that way we don't have to take damage in the future if we accidentally draw another land. Less likely to draw the Shock. 1 Shock left in the deck. I'm going to go ahead and go get my green mana here because the next turn is a mountain. We'll slap a Chalice on 1 here. They do need 2 sets. 2 sets of Manamorphose. Looks like they have a counter for this. Spell Pierce. Alright. Pretty good. I'm okay with that. We might try Blood Moon next because Blood Moon has more impact than the bridge does currently. In for a point. We'll see if they do more. Looks like it's just 1. Light up the stage. Skewer. Got the 1 mana counter. We got to get through them. Swift Spear, Bedlam Reveler. Looks like we're safe from the Bedlam Reveler. The Swift Spear they'll probably play here. Decides to light up the stage again. If I top deck a Chalice, it'll look good. A Braid, Monastery, Swift Spear, Lava Dart. Alright, so I can Blood Moon here. And then the following turn, I can play Chandra and a Bridge. I kind of like that. And Blood Moon shuts off some stuff. We're not quite there to get the bridges down. We're almost there, though. We can empty to this amount of the deck here. So we'll be at 1 to 2 cards. Swift Spear. Okay. We're also avoiding a braid taking down a bridge, so that's good. Lava Dart, though, is painful because they can do this and then sacrifice something else. But I think we dodged quite a bit there with that light up the stage. Okay. And I'm hoping that when we play this Chandra down, they'll be kind of very interested in Chandra. If they can focus on Chandra a little bit, that would be nice. Let's play Chandra. We're going to fake that I have to hold 2 cards here. I'm going to fake the 2 cards until beginning of combat step. I'll then move the Simian Spirit Guide out if they've prowessed once. They might feel safe to prowess once here because I have 2 cards. They are casting something. It's an Abrade. I won't even bother now because the Abrades killed my bridge. Deals 2 damage to each creature except for creatures you control with flying. No. Kozilek's Return if you want to do 2 damage. Alright, this is scary. They flash back a Lava Dart. Kozilek's Return. Devoid gets around protection from red, instant speed, doing the same thing. Alright, they go after Chandra, which is what we hoped they would do. Play Bridge here. And pass the turn, holding Simian Spirit Guide till combat. Kozilek's Return is also instant speed, and it gets around the pro-red creatures. Alright, we skip combat. Land, go. Alright, we're looking for a win condition. They're looking for a win condition. We need Chandra or God of Destiny. We have 7 hits in the deck. 3 is scary. Bonus Blood Moon. Don't particularly need that. An extra bridge would be nice to avoid an Abrade. We got through 1 they cast, 1 through exile from light up the stage. They can still burn us out. Alright, so because they can still burn us out, I want to put this Chalice on 1. I understand that putting the Chalice on 2 would stop another future Abrade. Chalice on 2 and just take 4 bolts to the face at some point. This stops Opt as well off Manamorphose. I feel like because I've seen 2 Abrades already, I'm going to throw this to 1. I theoretically only have 2 more to get around. Theoretically. And the chance of drawing 2 out of 40 is a lot lower than probably some more burn. And not to mention the other ways that they can, not necessarily counter anymore, but just other ways to approach this game. That's true. That's true, but I think statistically it's less likely to draw that Abrade, and that's what I'm going off of. Not necessarily the clock difference, but the statistics of hitting one or the other. We're going to work on getting our board wide enough here to go around the Swift Spirits for a few turns. I think both are a gamble. I think if we didn't see that braid off the light up the stage, this would be at 2. You have to remember we also have some things on 2 as well. Not rituals specifically, but a couple of braids that wouldn't be bad to have in Eidolons as well. Keeping in mind that an Eidolon could lock up this game pretty rapidly as well. So, you feel better now that we have some blockers? It's true. We got some good goblins here. I still think it's correct to put the Chalice in 1. I think we're blocking a lot more. I need to go about 3 more turns before I can start going to combat. And even so, to Adept's point, we could also just hang back as long as possible and use these as jump blockers. My opponent's pretty much at Bedlam Reveler mana. They'd have to lose their hand, but that would help them dig. You think it's 3? That's the other thing. We're assuming that they have a play set of Braids. Oh gosh, we're both flooding out. It's unbelievable. Let's see here. We have 2 blocks here. They can block 2 at a time. So we get 4 and then 2. Damage in. Uh-oh, they're casting something. Light up the stage. They're digging. They're digging. Makes sense. We'll have 6 here. Lightning Bolt, Manamorphose. So this is a miss, and I think the Manamorphose is generally a miss. I would cast this to draw a card. That's what I would do. All right. Now we have an Eidolon down. So now if they want to, they better cast the Manamorphose now. And this Eidolon now represents a lot more damage. This following turn will begin combat. And we will be happy to take a couple points here because they'll block 2. We're going to get in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and have the Eidolon as backup. Yeah, we're looking nice now. Keeping in mind that this entire match here, they should have cast this their last turn. This entire match, by the way, game 1, we decided to keep a no-lander. Opponent makes double blue. So here comes these flyers. So they're going to make one of the flyers, I think. 3 mana. Yeah, Stormwing. So here you go. Relic over Blood Moon. They haven't played a Bedlam Reveler, and they haven't really used their graveyard here. Blood Moon making it harder for Stormwing to be played. It is only a 3/3. This does block 1 more, so we only get 5 damage in this coming turn. They did cast something, though, so they took 2. You forgot the no-lander was this match? Ah, hyper-focused. As best as we can. We'll lose it in matches 4 and 5 anyway. Bonus Stormwing. So instead of getting in for 5, we get in for 4 now. Now it's looking a little bit iffy to attack with the goblins, but probably an okay thing to go ahead and try. Looking for our second Eidolon, Chandra, God of Destiny. Another Rabble Master. We're going to hang back, I think, right? They shoot this with an Abrade, they get in, they kill us. One, two, three, 4. I get in 1 from 2, 3, 4. 4 puts them to 11. I'm going to 9. 11, 9. They're at a virtual 9 for most of their cards. Virtual 7. I go up to 11. I'm out of range of this killing me, but I'm not because of prowess triggers. I need this. This is 6. 7, 8. 9, 10. That's 2 spells, 4 damage. So they'll need 3. So we have 6 damage potentially through these. So this is 6. So that are virtual 11 to kill me. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. 6, 5. So they're at 5 currently. They're at 5 basically next turn. So do I attack? I think the answer is yes, to put them at virtual 5. We have the 2 blockers on the ground for these as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have an extra blocker due to God of Destiny as well. We risk a little bit here by playing this, but this will close the game faster with the aid of Eidolon, assuming what we did there with the math. All right, so we'll be at, like we said, 9. They're at a virtual 5. Morphos and Gust would be completely fine. They would take 4. All right, so I think God of Destiny represents a 2. I want to say it represents a 2-turn clock here because I can attack 1 more time and get the goblin around. And so that virtual 5 becomes a virtual 4, and then God of Destiny needs 3 turns. The first turn will make a 5, then the next would be 3, next would be 2. This just shrunk it by a turn. So we have a 2-turn clock here. I think. Trying to do math. Whoa, it's an Evan. What's up, Fishman? Subnautica. Making double blue here. That doesn't worry me too much. Playing another creature here gains them no turns. No, gains them a turn if it's Stormwing. So we have a virtual 3-turn clock, I think. Does this make you Dirt Man? Aether Gusts, God of Destiny to take 2 damage here with Eidolon. So we have to replay this. Is replaying this makes sense. Let's assume an Abrade happens, we die. Next turn they'll have 6 plus an Abrade. 6. If I take the 9, 8, 7, I go to 7. They'll need just an extra spell. I don't get this activation. So they have 2 spells right now. The only better option here is to top deck a Chandra. If I don't top deck a Chandra in 1 turn here, then it's better to top. I'm going to top it. I think it threatens to win this game faster. We'll see, though. If they have the Abrade, this was all ridiculous. Bedlam. All right. What are you putting in the bin for me? Look at all these. All right, so they have the Lava Dart to trigger enough prowess for the Stormwings. They're looking for Abrade to win this game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the extra creature now prevents me from killing this. So I have to play this to go to 7 here. We'll pass turn. Then I can attack to reduce them to an even number, as long as they don't play another Bedlam or Stormwing. They didn't Abrade me after the Bedlam, so they're top decking here. So this 4th card that they have has to be the Abrade. I'd love to take this Lava Dart, but that's not what we need to be taking. Five, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I combat here. What's the occasion for the day stream? Were you doing that event or something? I got bored. There we go. We got there. We got there. I actually just felt like practicing and kind of taking a book out of Marin and your book. Instead of practicing off stream, I've practiced on stream. So there you go. And we get a win. There wasn't a Chandra coming. An extra bridge, nice. Chalice on 2 would have locked this game out, I think. So in 3 turns, we had the Chalice on 2 anyway. It would have been 2 turns. Man, God of Destiny, so good. 3-1, looking for our 5th and final match here in this league. Brad Guy's here, indeed. Evan, you're going to make me go and show you our Minecraft world. You didn't visit us last night. I tried to stay up so late for you so we could show you. Since you haven't been able to join our Minecraft stream, you're in our game now. You were up until 4 a.m.? Oh, by the way, Evan, what do you think about this card? I just need a small opinion. For those that don't know, and because I'm conversing with Evan here, or Varos, he's our blue-white miracle player. If you enjoy some cool control matchups and also some big scary Subnautica fish, consider giving him a follow. I know he'll beat me to 5,000 followers. That's okay though, because we'll be considered the best support NA. Who plays League of Legends nowadays anyway? Wouldn't just like 6 mana Chandra be better? No. We have a dinosaur. Isn't Thrun just better than Carnage Tyrant? I mean, people are ruining my life. I'll keep this. I could turn one a Chalice on one. I can wait and see about Seasoned Pyromancer and all that good stuff. Let's go ahead and wait. Let's wait, and let's actually take a book out of the game we learned in match, 2, where we didn't go get the basic red mana. Let's go ahead and get a Stomping Ground. Wonder what this means. Exactly. Maybe you shouldn't follow Evan. He doesn't like dinosaurs. Alright, what do I want to do here? Do I want to jam a fast Rabble Master? Do I want to throw a Seasoned Pyromancer out there and draw more cards? What is this card? This is the Abzan one, right? No, Sultai. Sultai? Do I just Rabble and start smashing my opponent's face here? Sultai is kind of like Control-E. Rabble's probably not a bad idea. I don't think Bridge is needed here. Oh no, Force of Negation. Force of Negation. I should have done this through a Simian Spirit Guide. Doesn't matter. Opponent didn't counter. Heh, that's not Blood Moon. In goes Rabble. Point damage. Go. Good luck, Sultai. Alright, do I chance a Snapcaster, possibly? I don't know. Polluted Delta. Fetching Polluted Delta. Triome plus Polluted Delta Basic? Maybe Watery Grave? Basic. Swamp. Fatal Push. Bye, Rabble Master. She's a little too far up the scale here. Let's go ahead and attack with the Rabble Master here. I'm going to try to put a Chalice on 1 this turn. I think my opponent will have enough 1-drops to make this worthwhile. Well, I've never said if I'm doing a second league here or not. We could just do Minecraft for the rest of Saturday. It is Saturday, after all. We stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'm not getting paid to do Saturday. Opt. Yes, please. Look at that for that Force of Negation mana. They got it. Chalice on 1's good enough. We know Chalice on 1 is super good next game. Well, I wouldn't call it super good, but it's at least something that my opponent's not interested in. There's Euro. Relics are looking better. Not to mention God of Destiny is not too bad either. They can't currently play this, even though they have 4 cards here. We'll see if they get a land. They do. Mystic Sanctuary tapped. We have blue, blue, green, black. Alright, well, I think this is a bridge turn. Attempt bridge here and attack. We can try to heart next turn if we draw a land. They burned a ton of resources on the Chalice. I mean, they just opted. Opting's not really burning a resource. Now, pitching Cryptic to Force of Negation is a bit of resource burn, but Opt is probably just looking for something better to pitch. We have green, green, blue, blue. Opponent decides not to shock in and get their guy back. 1, 2, 3, 4. They can't because there's only 4. Alright. Alright, we have a double blue here. We have a Force up. I don't think I want to lose this Chandra here. I think this is worth attempting to get this Chandra into play and seeing if they have a counter. If they do have a counter, they get to counter, and then that turns 0 on because the counter then hits the bin. Snapcaster Opt? Well, I don't particularly want to discard the Seasoned Pyromancer. I might just Chandra shoot Snapcaster. Keep going up here. Tuesday's going to be nuts. What's going on Tuesday, Evan? What's going on Tuesday? Oh, basic land shark. Talking about fish, aquariums. Basic land shark is the chillest person ever. Even more chill than Evan. Consider giving him a follow. Thank you so much, Basic Land Shark, for the 12. Opponent ops. They put a card on top. Makes me a little worried. Let's go ahead and shoot Snappy. Scoot him out of the way. Hit Goblin. Forward and pass turn. Hype Boat. Base. Oh. It's so... Oh, you have basic L hype. Oh, what if you were just basic hype? Oh, that'd be so good. What's up, Brian? Hey, happy Saturday. Sea Drago Leviathan? What? Also, we're going to get to see if Heart does anything here. We got to ping something off. Not the greatest use of the card, but if I would have drawn and discarded, I wouldn't be doing anything this turn unless I hit Simian Crater Maker. Ashiok. Right, Ashiok. Alright, this makes the 2/3, and whenever it attacks or blocks, each opponent exiles 2 cards. And then it also does return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. And then we exile something from our hand. This thing's kind of annoying. I can ping it for 2 if I'd like to. And then something, you may cast up to 3 spells among face-up cards. Yada, yada, yada. I don't have an easy way to get rid of the Ashiok. I guess I play Seasoned Pyromancer to draw some cards here, which isn't a terrible thing. I probably shouldn't have played the Forest, but then I can use this and ping here. And I don't have the risk of losing some cards here. I can ping, and Chalice on 1 was kind of interesting for our opponent. Let's do everything and pass turn. No attack. No need to do some exiling. Alright, so Chandra Heart is up to 7. I wonder if they'll get nervous if it hits 9. They might. I don't have anything crazy that I can do at 9. It's strictly value, this Chandra. Next turn we'll be digging with it, probably. We could also continue to keep Ashiok somewhat in check because of the Chandra. It's funny because the old Chandra Torch of Defiance before all the rules change is doing what this Chandra would do, which is keep it in check. Someone. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is your 5th land. Sorry, your 5th spell. Although if they clear the graveyard for Yura, they're just drawing, where if they have a Snapcaster, they have Snap Force. Snap Force doesn't look very good at the moment. Polluted Delta cracked. It looks like we're going to see a Euro here. Evan's favorite card. Checkmark Boy's favorite card. Leaves themselves double blue, double black. Triple black, sorry. Double blue or single green here. Euro into play. Eero is into play. Draws, combat, main phase 2, end step. No other actions. Alright. I hit a land. Play Crater Maker, fetch basic, uptick Chandra, and use uptick of Chandra to dig further. What am I digging for, though, at this point? Torch of Defiance? They're going to put the bridge into my hand here. Well, but if I uptick and hit another bridge, then it's not so bad. I think I don't want to attack Ashiok anymore. Let's put Crater Maker into play so I don't lose the card. And then we'll Chandra uptick here. I think I have to dig against my opponent. We're not in fear of a Cryptic Command bouncing anything this turn. Let's do card advantage for card advantage here. See? Bonus bridge. I have another Chalice, but I think bridge is more important. We'll test if they have a counter. They don't. Alright, we'll play extra Chalice here on 0, just to have another Chalice to, I don't know, flex on my opponent. I don't know. Alright, double bridge here. A little harder for them to get around. Chandra up at 8. Opponent's doing something at end step here. They abrupt decay a bridge. Okay, one bridge down. This is going to go up to 6 or down to 2. If it goes down to 2, Crater Maker can kill. Chandra can kill. If it goes up to 6, we're probably okay. They opting to return the Chandra to hand. And then we'll exile it, so that's fine. Goblin Crater Maker takes care of Ashiok. They were waiting for a turn for us to get rid of everything there. Alright, Snapcaster Abrupt Decay as well. Yeah, it is target creature, you're correct. So they'll keep their Ashiok around. You're correct, it's a target creature. I thought it was creature or planeswalker. I knew it wasn't any target. In for 2, 4. Deciding not to attack with Euro here, which I think is just a mistake. I have no cards in hand, so you might as well gain 3 and draw a card. I guess they're trying to block for Ashiok here. I'm not going to block. We'll just lose more stuff here. Lose all the stuff. Alright, do I kill anything? I don't think so. Top of the library, Simian Spirit Guide. Not ideal. Attack with everything. I don't think I can. Looks like this Ashiok might take this over. Bad design Euro. Draws cards. Alright. Attacking there is super safe. And they need to kill me before I get some way to get around like Euro. I don't see any reason why they wouldn't attack there. It's all profit for them. Drawing one card and they have an Archmage Charm in hand. It's pretty simple attack. Oh, I don't think I can beat a Jace. I think it's time to concede. I think it's time to concede. The Ashiok was a bit too much for us. Not to mention Abrupt Decay. Snap Abrupt Decay was pretty good as well. Alright. Let's go to game number 2 here. Save us some time. Respect our opponent's time as well. It is Saturday. Land, God of Destiny, Chandra, Blood Moon. Some interesting things coming. Okay. Eidolon, Spyglass, Relic, Veiled, Carnage Tyrant, Chandra in. All of that looks good. Abray doesn't look as good. Crater Maker doesn't look as good. They cared enough about Chandra. I think I can probably get rid of these bridges. I'll just deal with Euro if he shows up. We're going to probably prevent him from showing up. I don't think I want Chalice because of the way I'm bringing in my stuff here. So now I have just 2 spots left. 2 spots or I don't bring in 2 things. Casually, these 13 cards definitely in. They didn't like the Chandra there. Rabble Master seems good. Seasoned Pyromancer's not bad. Man, I almost feel like I should just take out 2 rituals and go for it. The deck's just like lower minus these 2 cards. Let's do it. 2 rituals out. My opponent's going to force a negation me anyway. I'm going to play just a touch slower to slam a Blood Moon with Veil backup. That's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. Also, like I said, we kind of change out of Prison and try to go aggressive Ponza Light. That's why we're practicing. See if that works. This will answer it. Alright, I have a Spyglass here. I have a bunch of stuff really high up on the curve. Spyglass could be hilarious. Gosh, this isn't good though. 2 Chandras, 2 God of Destiny. I think it's nice. I might get one down. It's probably not what I want to be doing though. I can't even cast them. Let's mulligan this hand. Here we go. Okay. I can get rid of 1 Rabble Master here. I could also get rid of a Seasoned Pyromancer. Maybe I get rid of the Seasoned Pyromancer here, and let's just be super aggressive. Super aggressive. We'll fetch for a green source here. If I hit a land drop, I might pause a turn to get Rabble Master down with a Veil backup. Let's see how it works out. Here, we'll just fetch. Fetch, fetch, fetch. Green source. Come on, land. I could wait a turn Blood Moon with Veil backup if draw land. If no draw land, cry. I said I'd wait. Let's play a turn where we wait. I'm afraid of a force here. They fetch basic anyway. Let's just make it look like I'm just casual. Casual Magic player. Never ramp anything out. Oh, Island. You're gonna Spectral Shift me? What you doing, Acute Money? How's it going? Look at all these basics. Blood Moon doesn't even look good anymore. Land, come on. Backup Veil. Awkward. Just pass the turn. Opt. I might fire off a Veil here to draw a card. Let's draw a card. There's our land. We're good now. We're good. Gonna make Blood Moon turn everything into islands instead. There's a Watery Grave. We shock this in. All right. So do I want to shut them off black here? Probably, right? I could see what they're up to, too. I think this is just like Blood Moon here. Blood Moon tried to shut off some of the other more dangerous cards in the future. Veil back up here. And then from here, Rabble Master, Spyglass. Smack, smack, smack. At Simeon's Spirit Guide. Show the Veil, casted a Veil. What do you got here? Aether Gust. Alright, I think I've got to try this, right? I'm gonna try for it. they burn more counter spells here, I bottom the moon and I slap with Blood Moons. Or slap with Rabble Masters. Look, I'm going to bottom. Oh, wait, it doesn't work. Oh my gosh. Doesn't that say target? Choose target spell. Oh, it can't be countered, not the hexproof part. Oh my gosh. Oh, no hexproof for the spell. I thought it was just a hexproof, that's why it got countered. Need to read the card. Bad at Magic. Veil's why you play Gust? Fine. Fine. Got owned. I deserve to be put in a box. F6. Give up. I give up. I give up. Boom. Let's do it again. Rabble Master. Oh, Neroni. I thought the spell got hexproof. I thought that's what was countering it. I thought it said something like that. Hexproof, draw card. That's fine. We'll Rabble Master. Opponent's like, that's not a force of negation target. You're right. Opt me. Oh, take our headset off a little bit. It is warm here today. Much toasty. I hate Aether Gust. Side Spectral Shift for you? No, 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 no. Alright, what do we got here at 4? Jace the Mind Sculptor. Good old Jace. So Jace is going to get 1 activation here. Warm but gusty. Alright, we're going to try Spyglass. And then if I draw a land, we'll then try Blood Moon. This is why we practice off stream, so we don't make dumb mistakes. See, no stream, I'd be like... Oh. What's up, Flippy Flappy? I see you up there. Posture. Oh, thank you. I can't drink unless you hydrate me. I'm like a plant. Land. I wonder what's more important, Blood Moon or Spyglass here? Probably Blood Moon. Let's try to get a Blood Moon down to stop things. If they have a Force of Negation, they were going to use it on Spyglass or on Blood Moon here. Yay! It lands. Hooray! Hurrah! Alright, Blood Moon down. Opponent's got all the basics, though, but can't double up on any of them. Shh, bunny. Shh. Don't talk about decay. Don't talk about decay. That's just rude. Decay counter. They're drawing all the cards with Jace. Do 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 do. Oh, decay. So many basics in a post-lab world. Even Gilded. What is my opponent playing? Why are we on snow, opponent? Why are we on snow? We'll attempt to Spyglass the Jace here. This is easily met with a counterspell, and then I can either Rabble or Season Pyromancer. Cryptic, Drown, Fatal, Force. Alright, so we named Jace the Mind Sculptor. If I play Rabble Master, it just dies. So I think we just play Seasoned Pyromancer to get draws here before they get Cryptic up. Why don't I play the challenge? Because I'm going to get this league in, then we're going to play Minecraft, and I'm going to get all of that value in the time that it would take to play like 3 matches in the challenge. Besides, I don't think the challenge is worth it. I guess the Force, or sorry, the Drown gets the Seasoned Pyromancer as well. Alright. Mystic Sanctuary is going to pick up probably the Drown in the lock. Nope. Abrupt Decay to get rid of the Spyglass. It's pretty good. They could Cryptic, Bounce. Are we just falling further and further behind? Probably. Rabblemaster. But yeah, the challenge is just kind of rough. So we're going to Cryptic this, counter draw. They get the Decay here. I'm going to hold the land, but now they got Jace. I think our Snow opponents got it here. From what I can tell, will probably be 3-2. Pretty good, though. Definitely a hard match for us. I say this, we could draw Carnage Tyrant, we could draw Chandra. We do have both of those at our top end. Jace, they bottom. Makes me think they just put Chandra at the bottom. This is why we have a fetch land now. There's God of Destiny. Try to land this. I mean, this is what they have. Okay. Past turn. We have the Seasoned Pyromancer tokens in the future. We'll see. See if we can make this work. Gilded Goose makes a food token. Killing them's not really an option right now. Keeping Jace from killing us is our only option at the moment. We'll use the fetch land as a way to cycle when they try to go up with Jace. I say cycle to go through. Just got a Force to deal with and a Fatal Push. Fetching. Mystic Sanctuary puts whatever they want on top, uses Jace to go grab that. Cryptic is what they want. Cryptic's pretty good. Goes up. We'll double check where they go here. Getting a Jace, though. They top. So we will try to get something better here. Blood Moon's still looking okay. Force Negation, though. That's not what we want. Let's go ahead and take... I guess the Abrupt Decay, Drown the Lock. Let's, I guess take an Aether Gust. We'll pass turn. We have Seasoned Pyromancer. Gilded Goose doing Gilded Goose things. Eating the food. They're leaving themselves with one of the foods so that they can activate Goose. They draw Cryptic Command here. They take the look at the top of the library. They put the card on the top. Not ideal for us. Seasoned Pyromancer here. Nice. Stoneform Mystic and Sahili. Sounds decent. We'll grab another Aether Gust here. Slowly trying to grab all of the spells that we care about. 2 Elementals. We're going to go ahead and attack. What's unfortunate here is they'll just Fatal Push one and block with the other. Okay. Alright. So, Wooded Foothills. Maybe I get lucky here with the Wooded Foothills. And I fetch and I can go get like Carnage Tyrant or something else. I'm almost wondering if I need like another Carnage Tyrant Chandra sideboard for exactly this matchup. Alright, they top the card. I'm going to fetch. And I'll take a Drown the Lock now. So we need a way to punch through just a little bit more damage before they can establish some way to control what we're drawing. But there you go. There you go. We're 2 turns away. They can put something on the top of my library. God of Destiny. Showing up quite a bit. Put it on the bottom. Give me a random draw. Put it on the bottom. It would literally have to be one of the 2 uncountables. They put it on the top. Not good. Euro draws a card here. Gotta learn them what happens when they try to boil into 2 open mana. That seems ridiculous. I love how we're doing the Euro thing again, just to get another threat out with the Force of Negation back up. And they could have put something on top that's forcible. They're doing this so that God of Destiny doesn't take this immediately. Maybe I should have made them use a little bit of time. Game previous. And the top card is an Eidolon. That's interesting. We'll just pass turn here. I presume they're going to use Jace here. That is my assumption. I want to make sure that they do that, and if they do, we'll concede. If they decide to toy with us a little bit, then we'll toy with them a little bit. They do. Alright. We die in 3 turns. There's no way I'm doing 23 damage in the 3 turns. Klothys, Red Prison, going 3-1. 3-2, sorry. 3-2. Looks a little bit like this. Generally speaking, we're trying to see if God of Destiny is worth the very smallest of splashes. And then a set of Veils and maybe Carnage Tyrant. Now, the Veils have been very good in the circumstances we've been able to use them. Klothys, God of Destiny has also been very good. The Carnage Tyrant's been hit or miss because we haven't seen it. So, total miss. Chandra Heart of Fire was pretty good. I think I like the Chandra Heart of Fire, the Chandra Awakened Inferno sideboard, and I like the Seasoned Pyromancer being added here. I think that's a nice slight addition or a change around. I dropped a Relic because I'm not seeing as much graveyard currently, and so that's where we're at. Goblin Crater Maker's been pretty good. The first matchup was pretty insane. Went to, I believe, time, but we are getting the bugs kicked out of this. We're figuring it out. But there you go. Red Prison with a little Klothys.